This is LBC from Global, leading Britain's conversation with Nick Abbott.
Hello. Would you mind telling me what this is all about?
Yes, most certainly, madam. This is about the A to Z of 2021. What a year it's been, eh?
Dreadful.
Can we alphabetise it? Let's start at the very beginning with, it's a very good place to start, the letter A. I'll go through the rules in a minute, but first of all, the weather. With snow expected to fall in large parts of Wales and the north of England and temperatures plunging below zero, we have been told to brace for a white Christmas tomorrow before southern and central Scotland are blasted by an Arctic snow bomb on Boxing Day. A bomb? Of snow?
Oh, no.
Snowdonia and the Pennines are due to get a snow flurry on December the 25th. That's why it's called Snowdonia. But as no one actually lives in Snowdonia and the Pennines, it won't actually be a white Christmas at all unless you get into your car and drive there. Temperatures are set to plummet to minus 2 degrees centigrade in parts of the north and the east of England between Christmas Day and December the 28th. Motorists have been warned to take care on the roads. Take care to speed up, because you are an excellent driver and nothing bad will ever happen to you. You are further advised to undertake on roundabouts, careen round blind bends on the wrong side of the road if there's someone in front of you who is stupid enough to be only going at the speed limit, and make sure you honk your horn any time somebody gets in your way. Of course, if you are driving a hatchback, you will already be doing this.
Thank you.
The Met Office has issued a yellow warning for snow across large swathes of the UK in the 26th of December.
Warning, warning.
And I hope that your swathe remains unaffected. Rain moving north, expected to turn to snow over higher parts of the lowlands. What? Winds are likely to reach 45 miles an hour in some places. Don't even think about asking me to change 45 miles an hour into European surrender kilometres. No! I just won't do it. Roads and train lines are likely to be impacted by snow or ice tomorrow and Sunday, while some households can even expect a temporary loss of power. What? A loss of power? On Christmas Day? Still, if you can't cook a roast dinner, you could always have a salad. Areas in Scotland set to be hit by the snow bomb include, but are not limited to, Clackmannanshire, Falkirk, Perth, Kinross, Stirling, Dumfries, Galway, Midlothian, Scottish Borders, West Lothian, Argyll, Bute, East Ayrshire, East Dunbartonshire, North Lanarkshire, South Lanarkshire and West Dunbartonshire. Wherever they are, I bet they're in the northwest. I bet they're around Glasgow. Checking while you wait. Your forecast is not available. There is no weather in... Oh, no, here it is. Aha! Weather for Glasgow, dry tonight, dry tomorrow. Pfft, rubbish. And then heavily raining on Sunday. Monday is going to be very, very overcast, particularly overcast. Just checking. Yes, it's going to be raining. Raining on Tuesday, raining on Wednesday, raining on Thursday, raining on Friday, raining next Saturday, and raining on Sunday, and raining next Monday, and raining Tuesday, and raining on Wednesday, and raining on Thursday. It's going to be raining every day for the rest of your lives. A Met Office spokesmodel said, as an area of rain moves northwards, it looks like turning to snow over the higher parts of northern England and then the southern and central parts of Scotland. Coupled with strong winds gusting to 35 to 45 miles an hour in places, this is likely to lead to some difficult travel conditions across the higher Pennine and Cumbrian routes, as well as the southern uplands, also known as the northern lowlands. Christmas Day, in the south, rain, mild, dull, damp, chilly, windy. Further north, bright, cold, wintry. Sunday to Tuesday, cloudy, rainy, sunny, mild. Would you like to hear the long-range forecast for the next 4 weeks?
No.
The next couple of weeks up to the end of the first week of January. To begin, rain with snow on the high ground in the north, then rain, heavy and persistent, in the west. Temperatures mild but windy, but the chance for some drier and brighter spells in the south. Unsettled, with showers or longer spells of rain likely. That's the first week of January. Now the second and third week of January. Maybe heavy rain and windy, but then milder conditions to return later in the month. Milder conditions to return later in the month? We'll take it! Look at all these keen people. Right. Here are the rules. Very, very, very strict rules. Pay attention. There are 4 rules. Rule 1 is that you can go backwards, but you can't go forwards. Of course, for the first hour, it won't make no never mind. Because we can't go backwards from A. But you can't go forwards in the alphabet. You can only go backwards and fill in gaps in the list that we already have. So it's a year since I've done this, so I'm trying to remember them myself. I'm going to write these down. Rule 1, can't go backwards. Rule 2 is, and this is the only period that this counts, you can call twice or multiple times in the same show. That's acceptable. The third rule is... What's the third rule? What's the third rule?
Have you done surnames?
Well, that's not really a rule. That's more a guidance. Yeah, all right. Well, we do... people get alphabetised by their surname unless they're known by their first name. Like God, for instance. God is not down on this list as regards his last name. Or Madonna, as an example. So maybe that is the third rule. And the fourth rule is, of course, that there is no fourth rule. Someone is trying to tell me, why don't you just tell me with your mouth?
They said Andrew Marr is an A because it's like Madonna. He's known as Andrew. I said, no, he's not.
No. No, he absolutely isn't. No. But that is the only way in which he is not like Madonna. In all other manners, he is precisely like Madonna. Right then, let's go. Let's have Welling Garden City. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Nick. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
How are you?
I'm great, mate.
Brilliant. I'm going to start with an A. Good place to start. It is A for Abbot.
Abbot. Right. Yes, because they came back because of the demand for their return by absolutely no one.
Absolutely. Well, I don't think it was a shortage of money, the amount of albums they've had.
No, it can't be. I think they've bought Sweden. They come from Sweden, don't they? It's
they
like
certainly do.
Sweden, Finland, Norway, one of those places that nobody will ever go to. It's too blooming cold.
That sort of area, yes.
ABBA. So
Absolutely.
Did you buy it?
No, and I haven't bought tickets to go and see them either, but I am going to see The Cure next year.
Oh. Now, does that bloke still dress like that? Because
yes,
it looked okay when he was 20, but not now he's 80 or however old he is now. I mean, good grief, mate! Have you seen yourself?
Oh, dear.
He looks like he's appearing in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. All right, well, I wish you the best of luck there, Daniel. Don't go up the front. Stay as far back from the stage as you possibly can. ABBA, yeah, all right then. 0345 6060 973. Pauline in Watford says antibody test. Yeah, okay then. Antibody test. Dartford. Hello, Alex.
Hi, mate. I've got 23 A's for you.
Oh, can you text them to me? 23. Okay, well, everybody else on that switchboard can go away now because we've got the rest of this hour completely sewn up. I can't do 23.
Oh, I'll pick some of the best ones. Okay, I've got Sir David Amos.
Who?
Sir David Amos, the MP that was died in Southend.
All right.
I've got AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca, yes.
I've got anti-vaxxers.
AstraZeneca sounds like the name of a planet in Star Wars, doesn't it? Is that what they were going for, maybe? Like science. The future. Go on.
I've got anti-vaxxers.
Anti-vaxxers, yes, there's a lot of them about.
I've got Prince Andrew again.
What do you mean again?
Well, he was in it last year.
Oh, well, he was in it last year. Well, how can you remember that?
Well, I don't know. He's just always in the news.
Always in the news, yeah, for one reason or another, yeah, or another. Mm-hmm.
I've got trying to pick a good one. I've got Afghanistan.
Afghanistan? Blimey, you are really full of the joys of the season, aren't you? Afghanistan. Have you got any positive ones in there? Mind you, there is no positive news. If it's positive, it's not news. Any fool know that. Right, Afghanistan.
I've called him Air Miles Alec. That's Alec Sharman, but he's the guy that told us to cut down flying, and then
Yeah, he told us to cut down flying from his seat in a jet. Yeah, thanks a lot, Alok. Cheers. Thanks for the great advice. Yeah, we'll think about that for a good long while. Air Miles.
Our excellent trade deal with Australia.
Australian trade deal, yes. And in closing.
Storm Arwen. There we go.
Yeah, okay. All right, thanks a lot, Alex. 0345 6060 973. Storm Arwen. Alex says A is for Alan. The other day, Steve Allen said he throws sausage rolls out the window when driving on the motorway to feed foxes. Yeah. And people are actually going like berserk on the phone, apparently.
Someone said Alex ruined Christmas.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Alex. You've ruined... all of these people were lined up going to say the things that you just said, and you've ruined it for them. 3 cheers for Alex. Hip hip. Boo! Pam in Epsom says A is for another variant. It's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be a lot of the Invisible Menace, because, that was top of the news all the way through this year. Apart from you-know-who.
Peppa Pig World. Peppa Pig World it has...
Peppa Pig?
Peppa Pig.
It's the right answer. Are you all revved up for this show, Bodge? That's a yes. Richard in South Norwood said A is for Arwen, as in Storm Arwen. Yeah, we've got that. You've got to be quick. Kingston, David.
Hi there, Nick. The scientifically dubious concepts, which was first probably utilised by the Nazis to isolate Jewish people and disabled people.
Oh, God. I thought that the previous guy was a downer. Listen to you.
Which has governed our life for the last couple of years, even though it's not scientifically proven.
What isn't?
Asymptomatic transmission.
Asymptomatic transmission. Yeah. Keep your mouth
it.
closed around all other people at all times, David. Promise me you'll do that.
Even if you're healthy, stay at home, because it could be a disease spreader.
Yes, even if you're healthy, David, do stay at home. Don't answer the door for anybody. Let's have... Are these people full of the joy of the season yet?
No.
Not really, no. It's only, 1 and 3/4 hours until you-know-who arrives with his yo-ho-hoing. Brian tweets, A is for Antifa, the mob that stormed the US Capitol on January the 6th. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, those anti-fascists. No! Yeah, no, we support fascists, not anti-fascists, said that very, very nice person.
Donald Trump is not a nice person.
Not a nice person. South Wales. Hello, Neil.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Most of mine were stolen by that absolute spoilsport earlier.
Yes, the plank earlier on.
But I have got a couple others. Astro from UB40 died.
Astro?
Yeah, a guy called Astro from UB40 died recently.
Okay.
Yeah. And aid, as in foreign aid. Can I get away with that one?
No. No. Yeah, it's a no from me. No.
Oh, I'll go on. Well, actually, I've got one more, which is Abbot.
Abbot?
Nick Abbot got his permanent Sunday night show, which is absolutely storming.
Oh.
And fantastic work on the LBC. So
well,
there you go.
Thanks, Neil, but that's not going in either.
Oh.
I know, life is full of disappointments, isn't it? 0345 6060 973. Text 84850. Email nicka@lbc.co.uk. And if you're on Twitter, it's @LBC. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think is the full extent of it at the moment. All the way through to New Year's Eve, most certainly. That's when in the first hour of the next year is when all the difficult letters in the alphabet come. It's almost as though the calendar was made for this purpose, because it fits perfectly. Each letter gets an hour, until the very last letter, the very last hour, which is on New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, and that's all the impossibly hard letters right at the end of the alphabet. I don't know what idiot put all the difficult letters right at the end of the alphabet, but I want the name of that person. They need to be corrected.
This is LBC with Nick Abbott. Call 0345 6060 973. Tweet at LBC. Text 84850.
Everything is going extremely well.
You could have driven a sled through that gap. 0345 6060 973. We're doing the A to Z of 2021. It's happening now. And Vancouver, the next call. Hello, Nick.
Oh, hi, Nick. I've got a Canadian one for you.
Yes, please.
Under either A or S for Schadenfreude, depending on your sense of humour.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Archibald was a defenceman for the National Hockey League, got paid $175 million a year to play for the Edmonton Oilers. Fit as a butcher's dog.
Wait a minute. He got paid how much?
$1.75 million a year.
Oh, right. Well, you said $175 million a year.
Sorry about that. No, he's not that good. Fit as a butcher's dog he was.
Yes.
He didn't need no vaccine. And in fact, he went on Twitter and decried vaccines and how terrible they were. And then he caught COVID and he hasn't played since, and his career is over because he got inflammation of the heart. And that's done for his career, it has. So, yeah, like I said, Josh Archibald, everyone here is having a good laugh about it because it's the Edmonton Oilers and we hate them.
And Schadenfreude is taking pleasure in the misfortune of others.
Yes.
Which is
exactly.
not really the spirit of the season, is it?
Oh, well, no. Like I said,
never mind.
Edmonton.
Yeah, better luck next time. Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot, Nick. Josh Archibald. Anybody ever heard of him?
No.
No, me neither. Anybody have the remotest interest in, what is it called? Skating with violence? Hockey. Oh, ice hockey. Anybody any interest?
Negative.
None whatsoever. I try to watch that sport. It's impossible. You can't see where the puck is. Derek emails A for Abdullah Abdul Gawad, the driver of the small digger trying to free the grounded container ship Ever Given in the Suez Canal. Michael Apted, who died, film director, City and AUKUS. Well, AUKUS, yes. Because that's that, the big shipping deal that France almost had with Australia. Because, Australia wants to defend itself with submarines from China. Yeah, that'll work. Derek email. Oh, no, I read that. Abdullah Abdul Gawad. Abdul Gawad. The digger driver. You remember Abdullah Abdul Gawad, don't you?
Oh, no.
Oh, damn it. That was so close. It's supposed to be this one.
No.
No. Not even remotely. Tess emails. A is for antibodies. Got that one, Tess. Let's have Greenwich. Greta.
Oh, good evening, Nick. I have an A for you.
Yes, please.
The app, the Run P app, which is
the what app?
An app which the Run P app.
Run P. Oh, the Run P app. Yes.
Correct. Yes, it vibrates when it's the perfect time to visit the bathroom during a movie or theatre. So, knowing the best time to run and pee gives you happiness.
Happiness, that's right. You know what? I also vibrate when I'm desperate for a pee at the theatre.
Oh, is that so?
It is, yes. I can't think of anything else. So they've got this app that tells you when is the best time to get up and go.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, how about that? We also had another app which was somewhat less than stellar in its performance this year. It was the contact tasting app.
Contact tracing. Contact tracing.
Oh, give it up, Bodge. You're never going to get it. Kyle tweets. Thanks a lot, Greta.
Okay.
Cheers, my dear. Kyle tweets. A is for another part. What does that mean? Another part. What does that mean?
Oh, party.
Oh, we're having a party. Yeah, another blooming party. But that'll have to come later. Partygate will be under a P, I expect. I know that people do like to try and squeeze it in to letters that don't really suit it. whatever it is that they have in mind. But you get all excited and carried away. Just calm down. Just maintain a calmness at all times. Sheffield, hello, Jessica.
Yeah, hello there, Nick.
Jessica.
Let's calm down. I've got an A.
Yes.
It's apology.
Apology?
I just feel like someone needs to say sorry to me. I would go with Boris, but if he won't, then I'll go with like Rob or Gove or Mog.
Right.
And then I'll just give up. But I feel like A is for apology, I think someone needs to say sorry.
For
being so bad at their jobs.
Oh, well, let me do it.
I am very sorry that I screwed up. Totally I am so sorry. You just don't know how sorry I am. I'm sorry.
He's sorry. How's that?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got the haircut to say he's sorry. Honestly, you could run that on any press conference he's giving, and people would believe it. So that's where we're at, isn't it, really? But I feel like someone should apologise. I feel like someone should apologise to A. Right. Apologise to us all.
Right, okay. I'm sorry, Jessica, but that's not going in.
Okay.
Something else to get upset about. Apologies. I am rueful that that is, in fact, the case. Best of luck next time, Jessica. Cologne. Edward.
Merry Christmas, Nick.
Yes, Edward.
I have seen a movie, Matrix Resurrections.
Yes.
And in this movie, main character is
called... don't tell us.
Thomas Anderson.
Don't tell us.
But everybody knows.
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. I'm going to go and see it, but I don't want to know anything about it. Don't want to know who's in it. I don't want to know what happens at the end. I don't want to know what happens in the middle.
Okay, so Thomas Anderson. This is my submission.
Who's Thomas Anderson?
Neo. This is the.
Oh my God! You're telling me about this film already.
But everybody knows this.
I don't know it.
Okay.
Who's Thomas Anderson?
Neo.
See, will you stop telling me about the film?
I'm sorry.
How was the film, by the way?
It's a little bit. There are no big stakes in this movie. This is only love story between Neo and Tiffany.
Oh my God! Are you telling me about the story again?
I'm sorry.
Is there nothing that will stop you, Edward? So what happens in the end? Don't tell me. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Happy end.
Just give it a happy end. Oh my God! See, this is. Oh. Give it marks out of 10.
6.
6. So that's a no then, isn't it? Really?
No, it's fun, but for people who are not interested in robotics and artificial intelligence, it is boring.
Okay. Okay. All right. Excellent work. Thanks a lot, Edward. 03. You only know you've been wished a Happy Christmas when you wished Happy Christmas by somebody with a strong German accent. Happy Christmas! Joanne emails. Virgil Abloh was an American fashion designer and entrepreneur who passed away. Virgil Abloh. Abloh. Okay. Tess emails. A is for Alfresco, where Bojo has his business meetings. His business meetings. Yeah. Was you doing business, Bodge?
Yeah. Wait.
Most of the time he is actually doing business.
Disgusting.
You just wait till what's-her-name finds out. Andy in Beckenham says, A is for Jennifer Arcuri, continuing to be a thorn in Bodger's massive backside. Well, that's just rude. And Paul tweets, A is for Adele, the singer, the release of the new album this year. Adele had a new album this year.
Boring.
Oh my God, I bet every song was like every other song that she's ever done. Starts off quiet and then for no apparent reason whatsoever she starts shouting at us about halfway through. Oh, I can't wait not to hear that new Adele album. Let's have a call in Nottingham. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Nick. I've got an A for you.
Yes.
It's the variant that started off all the other variants, Alpha. The Kent variant, if we give it the Gavin Williamson name, because the UK are best at exporting everything, including variants.
Yes, well, we do have, as a previous education minister once described in great detail, we do have the best country.
I just reckon we've got the very best people in this country, much better than the French have, much better than the Belgians have, much better than the Americans have. That doesn't surprise me at all, because we're a much better country than every single one of us.
He used to be in charge of education in this country. Can you believe that?
No.
It's just hard to credit, isn't it? What is happening in this country? I want full details on my desk first thing in the morning, Nick.
I'll try my best after some cheese and wine.
Okay, a little bit of cheese and wine. What, for breakfast?
Just to get me there.
For breakfast?
Well, it is Christmas. Come on now.
It is, yeah, that's right. All right, thanks a lot, Nick. 0345 6060 973. Text 84850. Email nicka@lbc.co.uk. And if you're on Twitter, it's @LBC. It's the A to Z of 2021 with me, Nick Abbott.
Nick Abbott on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
Yes, hello. I've been waiting for you. Hello.
Yes, I have been waiting to do this all year long. They are my favourite shows of the year. It's the A to Z of 2021. We're at the letter A. It's a very good place to start, and only a brief while to go before we'll charge on the letter B. This all goes by at top speed, and the phone number 0345 6060 973. Epsom, Shashaf.
Long-time texter, first-time caller.
Good man.
Already took most of my... but a few I got left is Article 16 was triggered by the EU last January.
Article 16.
And then the U-turn. Aung San Suu Kyi was ousted in a military coup.
What?
The Prime Minister.
Shashaf, it sounds like you're talking to me from a submarine. Are you actually underwater right now?
Not yet, but
Not
it is
yet.
raining here.
Oh, yeah, if it keeps raining, you will be, yeah. I can't really understand what you're saying. Try it again.
Aung San Suu Kyi, the Myanmar leader, was ousted in a military coup.
Right, okay, so that comes under A. Aung San... Yeah, okay. Yeah, surname first. Aung San... Right, I'll look up the spelling of that later. Don't you worry about a thing.
And the African Continental Free Trade Area was started on the 1st of January.
Right, so I only heard half of that, but leave it with me, Shashaf. Your task for the new year is to get yourself a better phone, but I appreciate it. 0345 6060 973. Rona texts, Merry Christmas. Can I put forward an A for Amazon? I don't want to know how many times I used it this year. They know, though, Rona. They know. Lee in Bournemouth says, A is Australia won the T20 Cricket World Cup. Oh, cricket.
Boring.
Did they? Not remotely interested. Australia. All right, I'll put that down. If I don't get to, and this only counts for this period as well, if I don't get to read your text on the air, I will actually read it at home, because I'm going to compile the full list. I'm going to check everything twice to make sure that people did actually they're throwing me a curveball, like they say in America, and that these things actually did happen this year. And then I'm going to put it in a book, and I will put it out on Amazon at the lowest price point that they can possibly put it out at. It'll be way less than the price of a cup of coffee. And I've also, during the course of this year, I've been writing a sort of commentary about what's been happening month by month, so I'll stick that in there as well. Follow me on Twitter and I'll give you full details. Let's have, who's been waiting the longest? Woolwich. Richard.
In Woolwich?
Yes, Richard.
Hello. I'm really cross. Somebody just nicked mine.
Oh, what was it?
Yeah, it happens. Amazon. It just kept me alive during lockdown.
Amazon kept you alive?
Yes. Well, just because, I just discovered this whole world of ordering so much stuff off Amazon. I've got loads of it now. But I thought also Rocket Man was a great distraction for me. And he's just sold more stocks in order, I guess, to buy more rockets. So I found that whole story amusing.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's B probably, right?
A little rocket man, yeah. What? And he came down and he wore that stupid cowboy hat like he's a yeehaw. Well, he left his horse back at the ranch. And then he said, thanks to all my customers and my staff, because you've made this possible, me leaving the planet on a rocket for a joyride. Talk about being out of touch with reality. Thanks a lot, Jeff. You've delighted us enough. But yeah, you're right. He'll be under B. Okay, Amazon. It's on the list. What did you buy that you really didn't need?
An electric toothbrush.
Well, now, why wouldn't you need an electric toothbrush?
Because it broke.
Oh, it broke. Right.
30 minutes.
Okay. Dentists recommend them, but not the ones that break. All right. Thanks a lot, Richard. I won't ask what you were doing with that vibrating toothbrush to make it break so quickly. That is your business and is none of mine. 0345 6060 973. Tooting. Hello, Jan.
Oh, hi. Good evening, Nick.
Jan.
Wishing you a very happy Christmas.
And you.
I've actually got, while I've been waiting to speak to you, I've got the related, they're all related, but so I've got 3 actually for A. So 2 are the related. So one, the first one is AI artworks, and they're selling for millions by robot artists. So AI is artificial intelligence artworks, and they've been selling for millions in the top auction houses.
Yeah, and the intelligence part is within the robots, not the people that are buying them. Because the people that are buying them are stupid morons with too much money.
They're not actually. They're calling out robot artists of the future. They're actually outstripping real artists' work. And the other one related to it is that's what the artworks are called, AI artworks.
Yeah.
And then there's artificial. The artists are called artificial or what is it? Artificial or I want to get it right. Oh my God.
Artificial automata.
Affirmative.
Autonomous artists.
Autonomous. Autonomous. Artificial autonomous autonomer.
Artificial intelligence.
Autonomous autonomer. Mm-hmm.
Autonomous artists. Yeah.
Who are artificial.
And then the other one is. Well, so that's the art things. I've got, the other ones are not under A.
You're talking about non-fungible tokens or some stupid thing like that. These morons buy art that doesn't actually exist.
And then the name of the robot who's had recently sold for just $1.1 billion.
Doubtful.
4 artworks by this Botto.
Billion? $1 billion?
Yeah. It's
not
amazing.
Million. Well, that would be amazing.
But it involves hundreds of people in a global collective.
Yeah, it involves hundreds of stupid morons who do banking or hedge funding for a living, who have got so much money they don't know what to do with it. So they buy little trinkets that other people can recognise and say, oh, yeah, I've seen that. You can stick it next to your silver bunny from Jeff Koons, and everybody knows how much money you've spent on art.
But I've looked at some of the art. It looks quite
awful.
It's quite
dreadful.
Striking.
Striking.
And the other A is algorithms, because they're all related actually to this. Because
the algorithms.
Algorithms. They use algorithms.
Yeah.
Algorithms.
Algorithms.
ALGORI.
Yes.
THMF, and they're used all for everything. They're the key things. But
what are they used for? What are they used for? Algorithms.
I'm keeping to the theme of these robot art things.
Yes.
Because it says here, a suite of algorithms designed by the technocrat or whatever he is, who feeds Botto with things.
It feeds what?
Well, Botto is the name of this robot artist whose works were sold just recently for $1.1 million.
Yeah, $1 billion, yeah. They've called it billions of dollars, billions and billions of dollars. They called it Botto.
Disgusting. He's called Botto.
Oh, I very much doubt that.
B-O-T-T-O. Yes, it's true.
B-O-T-T-O. Yes.
But I've got the answer in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And it says here that there's a suite of the person behind the computer engineers behind the concept of Botto.
It's a computer. Yes.
They use a suite of
algorithms. Yes. Algorithms. Mm-hmm. Algorithms.
They're designed by. I won't give the name of the person.
Somebody is an absolute blooming genius, I bet.
They obviously
call it Botto. Yeah.
The robot is called Otto.
Yes.
But no, look, there's 5,000 members of the global collective.
So's the art, in inverted commas. Stupid morons who've got so much money they've got absolutely no idea. They bought an island and they bought a yacht.
But they say this is the art.
If that's the future, you can stick it.
Well, I think what they're doing, like one of the arts,
they're taking stupid moron with too much money for being stupid morons with too much money. Yeah, as soon as they walk through the door, smart people who've called a robot Botto are rubbing their hands together, thinking these people will buy anything.
No, but they're rich people.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the algorithms, you say?
Algo
rhythm. A-G.
No, A-L.
A-G.
No, A-L-G.
P. Algo rhythms.
No, Nick.
Right. Yes.
No.
Anyway, Jan, it's been a delight.
Nick, it's A-L.
A-G.
A-L for London. A for Apple, L for London.
G for Glundon? Where's that? Anyway, it's been delightful, Jan. Thanks for that, whatever that was.
Nick Abbott on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
Hello.
0345 6060 973. You can text 84850. Email nicka@lbc.co.uk. And if you're on Twitter, it's @LBC. We're doing the A to Z of 2021. It's at the letter A, which will change in a few short minutes. Let's have Emma Lemstead. Hello, Mirage.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. I've got 3 A's, if I may, but I will be quick.
Go on.
The first, like many this year, will have been I am currently in bed with aches and pains, having COVID.
And pain. Oh, are you feeling a little bit sore?
Stop whining. I've been hit by 4 trucks, but it's fine.
Aches and pains.
The second is Alexander Boris to Pfeffel Johnson, because he's possibly had his worst year on record.
He's still there, though. He's still getting paid. He's still, our dear leader.
That takes me to number 3, which is audacity. The absolute audacity of the current government front bench.
It's quite something to behold, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
How do they have the nerve to get up in the morning, to dress themselves? Well, of course, he doesn't look like he dresses himself. He looks like he just runs through a wardrobe and comes out the other side.
The terrible thing is that all the newspapers have been using the same photo of him, where he's wearing a specific tie. I own that tie, and now I can't wear it.
You have the same tie as the dear leader?
Not by choice. I didn't know.
Right. So it weren't your fault. You ain't done nothing. How much was that tie?
Exactly. Oh, it was 19 quid. Got it on sale.
Rubbish. Boris Johnson does not wear £19 ties.
Okay, I bought it when it was on sale. I don't know how much it was foolproof.
Right, okay. That was an excellent choice there, Mirage, apart from the fact that you can't actually wear it out in public. You can wear it inside.
Yes.
And, just to gaze at your reflection all day long, but not outside. Promise me you won't do that. All right, thanks a lot, Mirage. Lee from Bournemouth says, A is Australia won the T20 Cricket World Cup. Yeah, and as I said before... Boring! Not remotely interested. Chris says, A is for nasty Remainer Abbott, who refuses to accept God's will for Brexit. And then a bunch of gibberish about Jesus. Yeah, thanks a lot, Chris. This is not the season for religion. Orpington. Hello, Morris.
Hello, Nick. The guy just previously, he's just nicked my thunder. I was going to say we got Alexander the Clown.
Yes. Alexander the Clown, yeah, except it's not funny anymore. That's a joke that's not funny anymore.
Well, no, we used to have Coco the Clown. Now we've got Alexander the Clown.
Now we've got Bozo the Clown. See, that's better. But it's a B. Anyway, thanks a lot, Morris. Best of luck next time. 0345 6060 973. Albert texts, A is for radio presenter Abbott for going on and on about Brexit and Boris every minute of the show for the last 2 years. 2 years, Bodge. A little bit too much? He's thinking about it. It might just be. Well, if he stops being in the news, I'll stop talking about him. How's that? Sutton. Hello, Mark.
Yeah, hi, Nick. It's A for abattoir.
Abattoir, yes. The workers of which we were in need. Abattoir. Abattoirs. Yes.
And also got Apple Corporation. Apple have, been in the news all the time, aren't they?
Apple?
Yeah.
Why were they in the news?
Well, they're in the news for their phones, and they're in the news for this and that and next bloody thing.
I don't know. They haven't had anything special out lately, have they? I mean, they made a name for, coming up with stuff that nobody could even have imagined outside of a science fiction film, who did imagine all those things, but nobody brought them to us like Apple did. But lately, nothing.
They had something beginning of the year, didn't they? So they had a new iPhone or something.
Oh, a new phone. Great. Yeah. Does it make phone calls?
That probably doesn't, no.
They're still working on that function, yeah. All right, thanks, Mark. 0345 6060 973. This text says, A is for affair. Matt Hancock's affair.
Disgusting.
Yes, but I think it's probably going to come under H. H for hands. How about... Oh, blimey. Brighton. Hello, John.
Hello, Nick.
John.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah. ALG, algorithms, Nick. ALG.
Algorithms, yeah.
You're terrible, Nick. Anyway, yeah, my 80s arguments at Christmas.
No.
I was just coming home about 15 minutes ago. Yeah. I stopped outside some house, and there's a blazing row going on. I can hear this woman effing and blinding. I thought, yeah, happy Christmas, everybody.
Stop peering in people's windows, John. It's upsetting them. They're having a fight about it. There's this bloke outside. He's been out there for 15 minutes. Why don't you go and sort him out? It's got nothing to do with me. That's probably what you were hearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, John. 0345 6060 973. One of these is Patrick in Worcester says Archewell, as in Harry and Meghan's, their foundation thing. Oh, my God, the papers, they just cannot help themselves, can they? Kate was on the front of the blooming papers today because she plays the piano.
Rock and roll!
And I think one of the headlines in, it was the Mail or one of those papers that said, is there anything she can't do? I mean, look at her hair, look at her dress, look at her smile, how she walks. She's an absolute dream. Meanwhile, Cruella de Marco... still in the dumps. Still in the dumps, as far as the papers are concerned. They hate her because she took our little precious away. Kidderminster. Hello, Ian.
Oh, hello.
Yes, Ian.
I can't believe, Nick, we've nearly done an hour. This one's not been mentioned.
Go on, then.
The government, another government disaster. The Afghanistan evacuation.
Yes, it actually has. Right at the beginning, we had Afghanistan. Yeah.
I missed that one. I missed it.
You've got to pay attention at all times.
Right, okay.
I know it's going to be difficult this time of year, but try your
best.
Try again.
Best.
Excellent work.
Happy
Thanks a lot,
Christmas.
Ian. Happy Christmas. 0345 6060 973. A emails. A is for Aguero, who retired from football due to a heart condition. Yes, he did. For the neutral, and for Man City fans, of course, he was probably responsible for if not the, then certainly one of the greatest moments in the history of football in this country. Those that are interested will know what I'm talking about. Walton-on-Thames. Hello, Anna.
Hello.
Anna.
Yes.
How are you, Anna?
I'm all right, thank you. Well, I can stop laughing at you winding people up.
Who, me?
Well, of course not. It must be the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
What have you got?
Antivirals, the two new ones discovered within the last, or publicised within the last couple of weeks, against the dreaded lurgy that's hanging around.
Yes, the invisible menace.
Yep.
Of which I think we've had our fill, really, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that what's happening now is the end of it, is the tail end of it, and we can emerge into next year and actually, taste freedom again. Wouldn't that be great?
Heaven.
Yes.
Just imagine it.
I am imagining it.
So am I.
We're imagining it.
We must try and keep the air filled, though. We can't keep going into these quiet imaginings. People will get worried about us. and play Steve Allen's tape, for God's sake.
Yes, if we maintain silence for too long, then the emergency tape kicks in, and that's Steve Allen.
Warning.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good advice. Thanks a lot, Anna. Cheers. 0345 6060 973. Graham emails, I've got a double A for you. Brexit rhyming slang. Aaron Banks lost his case with HMRC over his donations to UKIP. What's rhyming slang about that? Terry says, A is for the late alpaca. Oh my God, that's right. Was that this year? It was this year. Oh, there's stuff that's happened. Now, as we go through the alphabet, people are going to think, oh, hang on a minute, that was, we skipped that A. We definitely didn't get that A or B or whatever it is. So we can go backwards, it's just that we can't go forwards. So we will be able to fill in the gaps in the list that we have as we charge through, but we can't go forwards. That is rule 1. Let's have Romford. Steph.
Hi, Nick.
Steph.
Yeah, can you hear me, Nick?
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Yeah, A is for accent. Posh accent.
Accent?
Aye. Yeah, such as Rees-Mogg.
What about it, though?
People seem to think the posher you talk, the more intelligent you are.
Yes, which is incorrect in every respect.
I know. I know, it's a bad line.
It's a bad line, but I get what you're saying. But accent, no, it's not. It's too vague, not specific enough to this year. People think mistakenly that the posher you talk, the more intelligent you are.
You're better informed than I am. I don't know anything.
Say it again.
I don't know anything.
Say it again.
I don't know anything.
And again.
I don't know anything.
0345 6060 973. Let's have South Norwood. Philip.
Oh, good evening, Nick. Actually, I think I should be on after the news because I got to be. I did tell your producer.
I will put you on hold. How's that?
Thank you, Nick.
It's like a dream come true, ain't it? I'm trying to put him on hold, but he won't go back. Can you, hang on a minute, can you put him back on hold?
Yeah, bring his fader down.
Bring him a fader down? Oh, that's right. I am technologically inept. Is that what you meant to say?
Yep.
Rude. So that's like forthcoming attractions. Ealing. John.
Hello.
John.
Did you just turn these faders down and turn off his life support machine live on air?
I'm afraid I did. Yeah, he is at this moment gasping for oxygen.
I know, that's what I thought. I've got 2, possible 3. I'll be quick because we're near the end of this hour.
Yes.
First one is Andrew, Prince Andrew, for obvious reasons.
Yes.
Which I won't go into. And the other one is avocado, because we were told that was the reason global warming was one of them anyway, that our need to have avocados from across the world was causing global warming. And the third possible...
So it's not the oil and the coal industry, it's blooming avocados, is it?
Apparently, this is it. Apparently, it's because we bring them over here and it costs all the fuel and all that. And also...
Right.
It spreads the countries of origin of their avocado sources, and they don't get much money for it. The final one, if it's possible, is the alcohol.
Alcohol.
Which is what we spent most of our time doing.
Yes, that's right. Booze. Yeah, we drank an enormous amount of it. Well, it was all we had.
I think so. It's the only way we could get through the atrophy. We're just really stuck indoors. What else is there? Alcohol.
Well,
That's
yes.
a bad advert for it.
Other pastimes are available, but alcohol is the one that everybody selected. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, John. 0345 6060 973. Right, that's the A's. Goes quick, don't it? B's next. Of course, we can fill in gaps in A. You can always go backwards, but you can't go forwards. That's rule 1. Rule 2 is that you can call twice or thrice or thrice multiple times in the same show. This is the only time of the year that you can do that. And if it's a name, it goes by surname unless they are known by their first name only, like Madonna. 0345 6060 973. The A to Z of 2021 continues with the letter B after the new news on LBC.
This is LBC from Global, leading Britain's conversation with Nick Abbot.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Well, let's get back to it.
Bad news. This news just coming in. Santa is dead, kids. Santa was killed in a sleigh rage incident. There were no survivors. Donna, Blitzen, the whole lot of them, all wiped out. Never mind, eh? 0345 6060 973. With the letter B, this is the A to Z of 2021 with me, Nick Abbott, on LBC. On we go. South Norwood. Hello, Philip.
Oh, good evening, Nick.
Philip.
I was very sad to hear about the passing of Denise Breyer. Now, Denise Breyer was an actress who did voices for the early puppet shows and cartoon shows in the UK. She did Twizzle, she did Noddy, she did Four Feather Falls, and she was the voice of one of your favourite characters.
No, don't tell me.
You always talk about
Bill and Ben. No?
Yes, she was the voice of Weed.
Right, so she was the one that said Flobberdob a lot.
Yeah, yes, she was as I said, Peter Hawkins did the Bill and Ben voices.
Right.
And Denise
so
Breyer,
he's the one that said Flobberdob a lot.
I think so, yes. Yeah. I'm not sure. Do you know, I haven't looked at it recently.
What does Flobberdob actually mean?
I don't know. I suppose it means that the gardener's coming back from having his tea or something like that, because they always used to talk about the gardener. You never saw him.
Really? I don't recall that.
Yeah, he was just on a gardener.
That's a very, very good memory you got there, Philip.
Well, I mean,
weirdly precise.
I was also sorry to hear about the passing of Lou Grant at Asda.
That was this year, was it?
Yes.
Right, Lou Grant, out of the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Yes, and of course he went on to do his own series, where he ran the newspaper. And
that was the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Well, no, it wasn't.
Yes,
there
it
were
was.
Two different shows, Nick. There was the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Oh my God, it's like being
where
at
they
school.
Worked in a TV station.
Yes.
And then they did the follow-up where he went to do a serious show about the newspaper.
Right.
The Tribune. And that was called Lou Grant.
Right.
And it's sort of a very...
that was called Lou Grant. His name is Lou Grant.
Yeah, and all the episodes are on YouTube.
That's the only name that I'm familiar with that had their own show that was called Them.
It was originally called the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Mary Tyler Moore. She had her own show, and Lucy had her own show, and
yes, they all had. I mean, the
Phil Silvers. Phil Silvers had his own show, the Phil Silvers Show.
Well, he had several. The Bilko worked, and then they did a follow-up, which didn't. And as I say, there were.
He did a follow-up to Bilko.
Yes.
What was it called?
Well, it wasn't. He wasn't playing Bilko. He was playing a manager of a factory. It was called the new Phil Silvers Show.
Right. I'd never heard of I heard of the old Phil Silvers Show, but not the new. I didn't even know there was a new Phil Silvers show.
I don't know if that's on YouTube. I should have checked before I came on. But there was spin-offs are interesting, aren't they?
No.
Sometimes they work, Nick. I know. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, right.
I mean...
and the ones that work, and the ones that don't. And that's how you differentiate between them.
The one I liked was Laverne and Shirley, the spin-off of Puppet.
Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hass and Pfeffer Incorporated. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Boy, we could talk about this all night long, eh, Phil?
Anyway, you have a good Christmas.
Yes, it was excellent so far. Thanks a lot. Cheers, mate. 0345 6060 973. Katrina emails, B is for Barbados becoming a republic on the 30th of November 2021. It's free! Commentators were saying, well, they'll regret that. Not so far. Croydon, hello, Simon.
Oh, hello, Nick.
Simon.
Happy Christmas to you.
And happy Christmas to you too.
I've got two Bs for you.
Go ahead.
The first B is Brexit bonus. And all you've been asking people to phone in with their Brexit bonus. I've actually got a couple of Brexit bonuses for you.
Well, then you can call me back in the new year when I'll be asking again.
You don't want to hear them now, then?
Oh, well, go on, then.
Well, first Brexit bonus, I used to be able to go to Spain and come back with gorgeous Rioja at £2 a bottle, and now I've got to pay duty, which is a Brexit bonus for the government.
Right.
And the other one, of course, is that you used to be able to go and make mobile phone calls in Europe, and now the mobile phone companies have got a huge Brexit bonus with their roaming charges.
Well, don't worry about that, Simon, because you can't go to Europe.
That's true.
You're not even allowed to leave your house.
my second B, just to rush on because I'm sure lots of B's coming in, is BrainGate technology.
What's that?
Well, in June, the human brain was connected to a computer wirelessly for the first time. So participants could connect themselves to a computer wirelessly and control the computer by thought alone, which is an amazing thing for people with a huge disability.
That is spooky. It's like living in the future, ain't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, good work. Thanks, Simon. 0345 6060 973. Now, if I don't read out your texts on the air, then for this period only, as a special offer, I will be reading them all when I get home because I'm going to put them all in the big list and then I will release at the end when we get past the Zs. So if I don't read it out on the air, be certain that I will read it tomorrow because I'm a good boy. I am. Wallington. Hello, Isabella.
Hello. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Isabella.
Right, I originally rang in with an A, and you've moved on to B.
Yes,
so
happens very, very quickly.
So I thought of a B as well.
Go on
then. Maybe John Bercow, who moved from being a Conservative and joined the Labour Party.
Yeah, I miss him. I miss him being the speaker because he was amusing and he was he had a certain strictness about him. This new bloke is just not funny or very able.
No, he
by comparison,
he doesn't seem to. No, I agree with you.
He hasn't got it, has he?
No. Yeah, we do miss him. Anyway, so that's my B.
I think part of it. I think part of it is that the whole thing about Parliament is just so ludicrous and ancient and desperately clinging on to the past that it needs somebody who's a bit like that, a bit. What was that old music hall thing that they used to put on TV with a guy with a gavel used to say, "And now the prestidigitation of the following," these ridiculously long words. What was that called?
Oh God!
Anyway, it's like that, and they need somebody who sort of plays that pantomime. But the new bloke doesn't at all. He's more like a cup of tea and a whippets man, as opposed to a neck ruff and buckles on his shoes. You know.
It does seem incredible that it's more important as to whether you wear a tie in when whether you're appropriately dressed in Parliament or whether you're telling lies in Parliament.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, but the off the shoulder number that's going back a long time. Was that this year as well? I think it probably sort of was it this year. The off the shoulder. Oh no, that was. No, that was a couple of years ago now. I can't remember what her name was. But anyway, people were absolutely up in arms that this nice lady came to Prime Minister's questions in an off-the-shoulder dress. They took one look and said, "What?" Yeah. Anyway,
I've got an A as well.
Go on, then.
Which also relates to politics, I'm afraid. Jennifer Arcuri.
Mm-hmm.
And technology lessons that she gave Boris Johnson.
Yes, I'm sure she did, yes.
Yes, so,
So there we are. Good work. Thanks, Isabella.
All right.
Cheers, minute.
Thank you.
Ta-ra. 0345 6060 973. Phil emails, B is for James Bond, the new movie entitled No Room to Die. Wasn't it No Time to Die? No Room to Die? That doesn't make any sense. Isn't it No Time to Die? Wasn't it called No Time to Die?
I think it was.
Yeah, No Time to Die. Daniel Craig's last outing as 007 and postponed for over a year. And when it arrived... Boring! Oh, I couldn't wait for it to end. And it just went on forever. I was going to say spoiler alert. And then I was going to say something obvious. And then I remembered, oh no, right at the end, the non-obvious happened. So that really would be a spoiler if you haven't seen it yet. If you're waiting for it to come around on ITV2 in about 10 years' time, then I'll not spoil it for you. Apart from to say that it was a really, really dull film. 0345, and not worth the wait in any way, shape or form. We've got our fingers crossed for Tom Cruise. Hopefully the new Mission Impossible film is excellent. Because other than that, what have we got? Let's have Croydon. Terry.
Hello.
Terry.
I've got three. I've got an A and two Bs.
Go on then.
The A is for Algeria, which this year used up all of its leaded petrol. It was the last country in the world still using leaded petrol.
Yes.
Which means now fewer people are getting heart attacks and cancer and strokes and brain development problems. But on the downside, all their engines are blowing up. That's the
They had to buy new cars. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not true. Yeah. So anyway, B. Rachel Blackmore. She's the lady jockey who won the Grand National, the first woman to win the Grand National, and she was also champion jockey at Cheltenham just before. 11-1 winner.
Jockey. Rachel Blackmore.
Yeah.
Right. If you bet on the horses, by the way, then you can pretty much absolutely and totally guarantee that the house will always win. That's the way that game's played.
That's very true. Yeah. This one, I'm not making this up, right? You think I am when I start, and it's not the plot from a 70s carry-on film either. Mm-hmm. The ladies Norwegian beach handball team got fined €1,500 by the International Handball Federation because they wore shorts and not these skimpy bikini bottoms.
Yes, shorts they were wearing.
Disgusting.
Not skimpy bikini bottoms, yes.
That's right, yeah. So, for some reason, it's caused a bit of a
stir, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when they insist on men wearing bikini bottoms, then people might think, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe we've been thinking about this wrong. Absolutely, yeah. It's supposed to be a blooming sport, not an ogle fest.
Yeah. Well, male athletes are allowed to wear shorts that are not too baggy, but must remain 10 centimetres, 3.9 inches above the kneecap. I'm not making this up.
What?
The updated rules for females are they can now wear body fit tank tops and short tight pants as opposed to crop tops and bikini bottoms.
Right. So, in other words, they're auditioning for staff at Stringfellows. They're not a part of the Olympic Games. Come
it's
on.
Like you slipped into. It's a carry-on film, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's ridiculous, yeah. All right, good work. Thanks, Terry. 0345 6060 973. Beach ball. I mean, is that really a sport? It's just a pastime, isn't it? It's just something that you play when you're tired of swimming. Like darts is something that you play when you're tired of drinking. Shane in Tadcaster says, B is for Alec Baldwin, the accidental shooting on the Rust movie set. Yes, Alec Baldwin. That's right. Let's have Edinburgh. Al.
Hi, I've been waiting half an hour and I was hoping to...
Whinging and whining and moaning.
Yes.
I was building up to say the name's Bond, but somebody beat me to it.
Right, who are you imitating there?
Who was I? Oh, well, God, it wasn't Daniel Craig, that's for sure.
Roger Moore. It sounded exactly like him.
I think I need to go and rehearse.
Bond.
Anyway,
did you see that film? See that film?
No. Well, I was going to say the ending's great, especially when he,
Don't say it.
No, I know. I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm going to pay the exorbitant rental fee.
Yeah. Well, you'll be able to have a good kip.
Yeah.
It's so dull.
Well, that's all I can think of. Yeah. But happy Christmas, Al.
Happy Christmas, Al. Thanks for that. 0345 6060 973. It wouldn't be anything of a spoiler to say that the one thing that Daniel Craig does really, really well is drive while looking intense. Now, I don't believe that he does his own stunts, not for one single second. But when he's driving, it actually looks like he's driving. Whereas, if you see other people who are pretending to drive, it never looks quite real. But he does driving intensely very well for about 3 hours. Other than that, I can't remember a single thing that happened.
This is LBC with Nick Abbott.
Right, so what are we doing?
Gibbon, we are doing a radio show, and it's the A to Z of 2021. And the phone number 0345 6060 973. Aaron texts, B is buttocks that were scorched when an England supporter stuck a firework up his bum and lit it. It's that sort of heroic patriotism that made this country what it is today. It's what people all over the world think when they think of life in Great Britain. Singed buttocks and vomit. Booze was probably involved. 0345 in large amounts. 0345 6060 973. Let's have Whitechapel. Hello, Darren.
Hello, Nick.
Darren.
I've got 1A and about 8 or 9 for B.
Okay. What's the A?
1A, Daniel Andrews.
Daniel.
The power-hungry official from Australia told the public that they had to keep their mask on while they're drinking outside.
In Australia? Has he gone?
Still out, yeah.
In Australia, he said that?
Daniel Andrews.
From Australia? Is there a delay on this line?
There isn't, no.
Right, can you hear me? Hello?
Still here, yeah.
Daniel Andrews told people in Australia to keep their masks on.
While they're drinking outside.
While they're drinking outside. Okay, I'll scratch a line through that one. Go ahead. What else have you got?
Joe Biden.
What about him?
All what happened in Afghanistan and other stuff as well.
Afghanistan and other stuff. Yeah, right. Afghanistan.
Bolsonaro, the Brazilian Prime Minister, he went into hospital this year.
Best place for him.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson also went into space as well.
Yes, they did. And you might ask why, and they would answer because it's there.
Dawn Butler, she got chucked out of Parliament for calling Boris a liar.
Right. She said, liar! Yeah. Oh, I don't understand what's wrong with that, but you can lie in Parliament. You're just not allowed to say that somebody lies in Parliament because, that makes sense.
That's quite strange, Alex Beresford, the weatherman who got Piers Morgan to storm out of the studio.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Versus Piers Morgan. Still not missing you, Piers, if that's any help. Dawn Butler.
Yes. I actually miss Piers Morgan with the government officials, government ministers, when he shouted at them quite a lot.
He shouted at them quite a lot, yeah. But which is cathartic, because we were all shouting at the TV at the time, and so he shouted at them on our behalf. So we appreciate it, Piers.
Thank you. Nick, I've got 2 more.
2 more, Darren.
Sky Brown was the youngest ever medalist in GB at the Olympics. He's 13 years old, got a bronze medal.
For?
Skateboarding, I think it was.
For what?
Skateboarding.
Say it again?
Skateboarding.
There's something wrong with your phone. Say it one more time.
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding! Right. Okay, that makes sense, yes.
Thing was, she fractured her skull last year as well when she was 12.
Right. Well, you don't want to do that. It was probably skateboarding.
Last one was Kate Bingham. She was probably the only person in the current government James O'Brien gave any credit to this year.
And why did he give her credit?
She's part of the vaccine. Was it the vaccine stuff, the select...
Vaccine stuff, yeah. Just a little pinprick. All right, good work. Thanks, Darren. 0345. So get yourself a better phone. 0345 6060 973. Aaron from Kent says, B is for Boaty McBoatface, who visited London in October and is now currently on a science mission in the Atlantic. Yeah, except it's not called Boaty McBoatface, is it? It's called... the Sir David Attenborough. Because you don't want a boat full of, highly advanced scientific equipment called Boaty McBoatface. Nobody will take you seriously. But if it's called the Sir David Attenborough, then everyone will give it a wide berth. Literally. Andover. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Nick. Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah, very good, thank you. I think the submarine on that Sir David Attenborough boat is called Boaty McBoatface.
Is it?
I might be not correct, but yeah. Anyway, B sort of for me sums up everything that's been coming out of 10 Downing Street this year, and it's all thanks to you, actually, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Have you been practicing? Yeah, exactly right. All right, you have
thank you very much,
you have a lot of spit to wipe up there, Mark. I hope that nobody was sitting in front of you while you were doing it. 0345 6060 973. Let's go back to Cologne and our correspondent there called Edward. Edward!
Yes, so I have two B.
Yes.
One is from USA and another is from everywhere. So from everywhere is Booster, like vaccine booster.
Who?
Booster.
What?
Booster. You want to have a said vaccination? It is called booster.
Oh, booster, as in bleep and, right? Booster?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I am getting mine on 3rd January. And
You're getting what on the 3rd of January?
Booster.
Okay.
and then another one, which is in America, USA, because I have friends in USA, and they're repeating this is all over again. It's called Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. It is a slogan that Americans are singing in sports events to make fun of Uncle Joe.
Let's go, Brandon.
Biden.
Well, who's Brandon?
So I'm reading now from the Wikipedia. So chants of F. Joe Biden were heard at sporting events beginning early September 2021, and then Let's Go Brandon came into use after NBC reporter incorrectly described a chant as Let's go Brandon.
Right, okay, so it is safe for watching at home with the family. Let's go Brandon, whereas what the original phrase that they were singing was very much not so. Yes,
exactly.
Let's go Brandon. All right, good one.
And now they are singing it in America, and they have even stickers on cars and so on. Let's go Brandon. Brandon.
Yeah, well, you know, if you see a sticker on a car that says "Let's go Brandon," then you know to give that car as wide a berth as people would give the Sir David Attenborough.
But only in USA. It's not in German.
Exactly, only in the USA. Precisely, yes.
That's all that I got.
That's all you've got. Okay, excellent work. Thanks a lot, Edward. 0345 6060 973. If they've got a bumper sticker on their car which says "Let's go Brandon," then you'll know they're they're one of the Dingaling fraternity. How about some people have waited a very, very long time. I'm trying to get through them as fast as I can. Herne Bay. Hello, John.
Hi, Nick.
Good, thanks.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Someone stole my thunder with Jeff Bezos.
Oh, yes.
But the other B I've got is Steve Bronski. Bronski Beats, Jimmy Somerville.
Bronski Beat. He died, right?
Yeah, on the 7th of December.
Bronski Beat died.
He's only 61.
Right. You know what? There's been very precious few deaths on this list so far. Normally, about half of the lists will be of people who died this year, but so far, not much, which is odd, considering.
Yep.
Good work. Thanks, John. 0345 6060 973. Curtie emails, B is for blah, blah, blah. Greta Thunberg and her rebuke of those in power. That's very good. Blah, blah, blah. Greta. Altex. B is Steve Bray, still continuing to cause a ruckus outside 10 Downing Street. Is he? Well, not for long. If you know what goes through. 51 weeks in jail for you. I mean, it's not like this is a free country or anything. Let's not get carried away. Epsom, Shahaf.
I think, some of my bits were stolen already. So I have Sean Bailey was caught partying. Belarus hijacked a Ryanair plane. Biden's inauguration in January.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Going way too fast. I don't take dictation speed. Belarus, the airline.
Yeah, Belarus hijacked a Ryanair plane.
Go on.
Biden got inaugurated.
Yes.
Plan B.
Plan B. Well, that's very good.
And Blue Origin. Jeff Bezos. You can call it a missile. if you remember the picture of it.
Yeah, I could call it several things, none of which you would probably like. Although I suspect it looked so much like a you-know-what that was his intention. I mean, that does not happen by accident, surely.
Well, you can buy a miniature of it for £67.
That's too much information there, Shahaf. Thanks a lot, mate.
Nick Abbott on LBC.
You're joking.
There's no joke. 0345 6060 973. We're doing the A to Z of 2021, and there are 4 rules. Rule 1: you can't go back. You can't go forwards, but you can go backwards. So we can fill in the A's, but not the C's. Can't touch the C's yet. You can call multiple times during the course of this game. People get listed by their surname unless they're only known by one name. And the 4th rule is that there is no 4th rule. And that's the most strict rule of all. Derby. Brent. Derby. Which is it?
Yeah, well, it's B. Well, Brent, yeah. So B for Brent. There you go.
Right. You're in Brent and you're called Derby.
No, I'm Brent.
Oh, your name is Brent and you're in Derby.
But I'm not from Derby originally. I'm from the border, which is actually a B.
Ah.
So that's my B, which is border checks or border broken promises.
Yes.
I'm trying to get the B's in.
Mm-hmm.
You've also got border force this year.
Border checks, border force.
Border force. And then you've got World War III about to start with the Ukrainian border as well.
Yes. Yeah, I'm expecting it tomorrow. Didn't he invade the Crimea on Christmas Day?
Yeah, well, they don't celebrate till January the 7th, do they, anyway, so it's not their Christmas, so they don't mind ruining the Christmas for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got an A for you. I've got Storm Arwen. Which left all those people without power from weeks and weeks, remember, up in Scotland?
I know. It's like this is a third world country. I can't imagine why this is such a badly run country.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Can you?
And then we've got Storm Barra, which was, because then that goes at Storm Arwen, then Storm Barra, and they go in alphabetical order, so you'll probably, by the end of all this, you'll have a Storm Zebra in there, probably.
Exactly, yes. I can't imagine what they'll get for Zed. Zebedee, perhaps. Time for bed. All right, thanks a lot, Brent. By the way, if it is time for your bed, then you should know that this show does get squirted up the internet as a podcast. We take the news and the ads out, which means it takes less time to listen to. You'll use less electricity, and Greta Thunberg won't go blah, blah, blah at you. When does it get stuck up the internet?
About 2 o'clock.
Oh, how about that? 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
No, in the evening.
In the morning. In the morning. So as almost the moment that it's done, it will be available as a podcast. So you can hear all of these shows as a podcast. We're going to do the whole lot. Just to search on Nick Abbott, The Whole Show. And it will reveal itself as though by magic. 0345 6060 973. Lichfield. Rich.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Nick, I'm not sure you're going to allow this one, but I think it's an important one. So,
right.
Person known by one name has to be known by the surname. But going backwards, would you allow Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson?
Well, you know what? As much as it grates on me that he is known as just Boris, you know, like he's your pet. Or your best friend, then okay, I'm gonna give you that one, Boris.
Because I think it's an important distinction because you don't get that name by just by chance. You know, you've got to come from somewhere like Eton to get a name like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's important because it's He's not Boris. He's Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson.
Yes, the name and the attitude, you might think.
I think he's betraying a quite stupefying ignorance.
Yeah, it's the attitude what grates on me too. The name and the face and his clothes and his entire manner. But apart from that,
he's given us so much this year, hasn't he? He's given us Peppa Pig, Patterson,
so much to talk about. Yeah,
by-election disasters.
Yeah, so much to dislike. Yeah, thank you, Boris. You have delighted us enough. All right. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you for letting that one in. Yeah.
Cheers, mate. 0345 6060 973. Derek says, this is a very long text. Wow, that's very, very long. That's like a book. So I'll read the first one. Bunny hugger. Bodger's comment at the Earth Day forum. Bunny hugger. Isn't that just so totally him? Let's have New York. Dave.
Hi, Nick. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, even though I live in the US, I'd never heard of Let's Go Brandon until today. But I don't get out much anyway. So.
Right.
But anyway, I got two for you. I got a B and an A. B for business meeting. And of course, we had a new definition this week, thanks to
that's right,
Dom.
Yeah, business meeting.
So in future, if you want to go to a rave or if you want to go to any event involving, drinking copious amounts of alcohol.